Matteo Camoranese's injury against Udinese on Sunday has highlighted a more serious problem in the Juventus camp. The Italo-Argentine looks to have torn a muscle in his right leg, which could keep him out of action for up to a couple of months, just when he was back to full fitness and playing well. This setback is the latest in a series of injuries which have hit the right-sided Juventus players. As well as Camoranesi, his natural replacement Marchionni has been out since the 2nd of August with a broken metatarsal, which will keep him out for a further month, if not more. Salihamidzic is another who's been on the treatment table since the 2nd of September in the game against Cagliari. In defence, another new signing, Grigera, who was tipped to be a regular first-team player, strained a muscle playing for his country and has featured little. He could be available for the trip to Rome, but he will not be fully fit. That's not to mention the suspension handed out to the player who has taken his place at the start of this season, Zebina, who will have to sit out for another 3 matches. With Birindelli the only player fit, the emergency bells are ringing in Claudio Ranieri's ears. After the humiliating 7-1 defeat last season, AS Roma must once again face the Red Devils of Manchester United in the group stages of this season's Champions League. The club, currently top of the table in Serie A, are out to prove that they can cut the mustard in Europe as well, and the aim is to at least reach the quarter-finals like last season. This will be the 7th time that Roma play in the most prestigious competition in the world, where so far they've amassed 49 appearances, scoring 53 goals. Top scorer in the competition is captain Francesco Totti with 10 goals, and the entire club will be looking to their talisman to lead them through the competition with his experience. Spalletti now has the squad to compete with the best, and all are fit and healthy. The coach must choose between Mancini, Juli or Vucinic, or Taddei and Esposito, maybe even inserting Cicinho from the start. First up are Dinamo Kiev at the Olimpico, and then comes the away game in Manchester. With the Scudetto firmly sewn on their shirts, Inter begin their quest to conquer the Champions League on Wednesday away to Fenerbahce. The squad left this morning for Istanbul, and Mancini finds himself with an emergency on his hands. 4 of the youth team players called up by the coach to cover for the players missing, especially in defence, where as well as the injured Kivu and Materazzi, Burdisso, Maicon and Cordoba are all suspended, as is Cruz. This season, the most important goal for the club and its president is the European Cup, and a good start against Zico's men is essential for morale as well as points. Crespo, who scored in the Serie A game against Catania, will be available, but will probably start on the bench. Speaking in a press conference, the Argentine was aware that it's a difficult start for the Nerazzurri, but he was full of praise for Nelson Rivas, who may well start the match. As well as Fenerbahce, Inter also have PSV Eindhoven and CSKA Moscow in their group. It was a successful return to Italy for Bernardo Corradi. The Sunday night match against Cagliari saw the forward make his debut for the season, and he also scored the equaliser that allowed Parma to move off the bottom of the table. It was Morfeo's entrance that inspired Corradi, who with a volley on the turn slipped the ball past the previously unbeatable Fortin. It's been a rollercoaster couple of years for the 31-year-old ex-Lazio player, who 3 years ago was sold to Valencia. The experience did not go as planned, and Corradi came back to Italy on loan at Parma, where he scored 10 goals. Valencia then sold him on to Manchester City the following season, but once again the player did not settle properly, and right at the end of the transfer window this summer, Parma prized him away from Siena, who had already reached an agreement with the English club. Now Corradi is back in Italy and scoring once again. His experience and presence up front will be crucial for a team that will have to fight hard to stay up this season.